the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show, a real estate investment program. Listen and learn how to use real estate to build wealth and passive income streams for you and your family. We bring you experts every day to discuss and answer your questions on everything from single-family homes all the way up to 600-plus unit apartment complexes. And now, the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show.
Welcome to the show. My name is Al Gordon, and as always, we're working on your financial freedom. Guess what's going on right behind me? You have no idea what's going on right behind me. You see, I am in a relatively soundproofed location. Yeah, it's relatively soundproof because what you can't hear right now, here, I'll stop talking so you can listen. Did you hear it? Did you hear what I hear? Okay, let me tell you what you can't hear. What you can't hear are the voices of over 5,000 like-minded real estate investors networking and educating and doing all kinds of things to strengthen their real estate investment businesses. You heard me correctly. There's like over 5,000 people right outside this door. And they're doing great things. As a matter of fact, one of the events that's going on right now, it started about an hour ago, is something we call the Single Family Supercharge. And you're probably wondering, okay, what is a Single Family Supercharge? And can I order that at my favorite fast food restaurant? And the short answer is no, because fast food restaurants don't serve this up. Only Lifestyles Unlimited serves this up. So you're wondering, okay, so get to it, Al. What is the Single Family Supercharge? Well, this is a specially designed session. I mean, this is actually a breakout session that we put together last year at the end of our other expo based on feedback we received from members. They said, you know what? We want a special educational seminar specifically that talks about single family investments and, more importantly, how we can do everything effectively. And you know what Lifestyles Unlimited said? Okay, we can give you that. That's not hard at all. So the Single Family Supercharge session was designed exclusively for our members that choose to invest in single family investments. Now, you can choose to invest in multifamily also, but this particular courseware is designed for single family investors, meaning the emphasis, the focus, everything is focused on how you can go faster, stronger, better. You know, $6 million man stuff, right? As a matter of fact, Lynn Murrow, who's our executive vice president, is actually teaching that course. And alongside her is David Fisher, one of the guys that will teach you how to invest correctly in real estate. Yeah. So the two of them are basically providing that educational content. They are sharing all kinds of information with our members, everything that you would want to know. Things like how to locate and analyze properties, or how to determine what should be in your scope of work. Yeah, scope of work is very important because if you get that wrong, you're communicating wrong information to your contractors, which could throw everything off. So you need to fully understand how to develop that scope of work. They're also going to tackle leasing. Yeah, how to effectively, fairly lease your properties out. It is essentially a primer for all Lifestyles Unlimited members that lease properties, that own or manage their properties. That's what I do. So this is good information that's being shared. And the big concept that they're teaching from is the concept of live where you want and invest where you want. Yeah, because believe it or not, no matter where you reside in the United States, and I know some of you reside outside of the United States. I know this for a fact because I've met you. It doesn't matter where you live. You can invest where you want. And that is powerful. we will teach you how to do it correctly. Now, people get scared. They do. They get a little nervous about, well, I don't know, if I own rental property that wasn't like down the street from me, how would I check on a daily basis? And here's the short answer. You don't need to check in on a daily basis. You don't have to go buy that property. The last time I went by the properties that I own in the San Antonio market was when I bought them. Yeah, that's the last time I went by those properties because I don't need to go there every day. Those properties are operating well. My residents are taking care of those properties. If they have an issue, they let me know, and I remedy that issue. They pay their rents on time every month. If they think they're going to have a little bit of a hiccup, they communicate that with me, and we work it out. Yeah, that's how we do business. And here's the other thing. There is so much great information that has already been shared in that Single Family Supercharge course. Yeah, I was in there a little while ago, and I'll tell you what, it's good stuff. So you're probably thinking to yourself, all right, well, I'm not there. How do I get access to this kind of quality information? Well, the easiest way to do it is to join us. Come take a look at what we do. Take a listen to what we do. We'll share everything right up front with you. We don't have a problem with that. We will talk to you. We basically offer a 1.5 hour educational course that doesn't cost anything. We call it our free workshop. And it is the introductory workshop to everything that we do at Lifestyles Unlimited. We will show you the things that you need to do to get your mind organized. Yeah, because investing in real estate is not the plug and play stuff that you've been doing your entire life, where you just go, yeah, take money out of my checking account, invest it somewhere. Hopefully I got enough money at the end of my life to meet my requirements. That's not how we do it. No, we don't do it that way at all. As a matter of fact, we need you to change your thinking a little bit so that you can absorb all the information we will share with you. If you want to find out how to do that, go to lifestylesunlimitedworkshop.com. We come back from the break. I got more info I'm going to share with you.
Welcome back to the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show. Now, let's get back to your map to financial freedom.
Welcome back to the show. All right. So I'm hanging out with you and not my 5,000 friends here at the Irving Convention Center. And I'm not picking, I'm not saying I don't want to hang out with you. I actually like hanging out with you. I do. I do it almost every day, don't I? Yeah. So here's some information I want to share with you. Here's some information that I don't normally discuss on the air, but I think it's information you could use, so I don't mind sharing it. Now, later on tonight, we're going to have this very special seminar. Yeah, it's a special breakout seminar that is designed for Lifestyles Unlimited members that are a part of what we call the Preferred Investor Group. Now, that is a different membership level within Lifestyles Unlimited. We don't hold anything back. We will let you know there are different membership levels because different people need different services. We also understand that not everybody that becomes a member of Lifestyles Unlimited needs all the services that we provide. So we're not interested in charging you for things that you don't want. We're not one of those companies that goes, hey, the price is this, you get it all, whether you need it all. No, it's a little, I guess it's a la carte with us. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if that's a good description, but that's not what I'm talking about. I want to talk about this event that's going to go on tonight at 6:00. And this is an opportunity for passive investors. In other words, people like me that invest with other Lifestyles Unlimited members into multifamily syndicated deals, apartment communities. And as a passive investor, one of my biggest responsibilities is to do this. to educate myself. You heard me correctly, to make sure I understand everything I need to know about being a passive investor. Now, I will tell you this. In our world, we have what lead investors and we have passive investors. The lead investors are the people that go out and find the deals, that do all the heavy lifting, do all the work. It's actually kind of like a full-time job, and we make no bones about it. If you're going to be a lead investor, you need to be committed to essentially having a full-time job. But it's not a full-time job where you're working for somebody else and they're beating the snot out of you. No, it's a full-time job where you're actually running the company. Yeah, and you'll hire people to do certain things for you so that you're not Dick Van Dyke and his one-man band. Yeah, Google that. It's actually pretty funny. So tonight, we're going to have a big seminar, and it's going to be led by our Executive Vice President, Lynn Murrow, and she's going to be joined by Leon Mead. Now, Leon is a highly accomplished real estate attorney. Yeah, he knows what's going on in the law side of things. Lynn fully understands the operational side of things. So when you're looking at anything regarding investments, and you have somebody that fully understands the operational piece, and somebody that fully understands the legal piece, and they're in synchronicity with each other, and they're having a conversation with what's probably going to be like well over 1,000 people. It might even be bigger than that, because we have a lot of passive investors at Lifestyles Unlimited. And what they're going to talk about are what we call the best practices. You heard me correctly, the best practices. In other words, what should you, as a passive investor, really think about? Now, the first thing you've got to think about as a passive investor is deploying your money. I mean, that's important, because if you don't get your money deployed, well, there's no investment to start returning returns for you. So you have to get your money deployed. But before you deploy your money, you must build your own strategic plan. You have to figure out what you're trying to accomplish and how you're trying to accomplish that. I mean, some of the things you need to think about are, is cash flow more important to me than capturing equity in the deal or forcing appreciation? Or are they kind of equal? Because depending on how you answer that question, it's going to guide you as to what type of investments you should be targeting. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. Now, just to give you an idea, there's probably about 12 open deals that I'm aware of within the Lifestyles Unlimited community. They're multifamily deals. They're ranging anywhere from like a smaller 30-unit apartment complex up to a pretty big one here. This one's like 475 units. They have different strategies going into these deals. In other words, some of these deals are yield plays, some of these deals are value plays, some of these deals are hybrid plays. Some of these deals are giving some pretty decent projections for cash flow. Some of these are giving some pretty decent projections for equity growth. Others are giving projections for both. And what you have to be able to do is understand what makes sense for you so that you can kind of weed out the current offerings that are out there that are made available to you because you've done the things that you need to do as a Lifestyles Unlimited Preferred Investor Group member, and you have followed all SEC laws, and you've made contact with the individuals that provide investing opportunities for you within the Lifestyles Unlimited community. This event tonight, I'll tell you what, it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really cool because what we're going to have is we're going to have not only Lynn and Leon up there on the stage, we're going to have some of our ambassadors up there. Now, our ambassadors are people that are members of Lifestyles Unlimited that put events together in different geographic locations because that's where they happen to live. So guys like Steve that live down in Southern California, well, he puts events together for Lifestyles Unlimited members in Southern California because there are a lot of members that live in Southern California. So some of our ambassadors are going to be there. We're also going to have what we call our super passive investors. These are people that are probably in at least 40 or more different deals who have completely replaced all of their earnings when they were working with the passive income that comes from real estate. And they have a lot of information to share. And that's the key thing. This event is all about sharing. It's all about providing tips for networking with lead investors. It's all about making sure your own battle space is in order so that you don't make any errors. And there is no question off limits. You can ask any question real estate related because we want to answer your questions. We don't believe we know everything, but we believe that we know enough of everything to be relevant, and more importantly, for those little pieces maybe that we don't have all the information on. When we come together as a group, there is somebody within the group that knows the specific answer. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it works. So I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good event. I will be in that ballroom at 6 o'clock tonight because I want to hear what Leon has to say. I want to hear what Lynn has to say. I want to hear what John has to say. I want to hear what the ambassadors have to say. I want to hear from my fellow Lifestyles Unlimited community members because they might ask a question that I didn't think of. And I'll tell you what, the answer that comes back to that question may be relevant to me. And it may be relevant to me right now, or it may be relevant to me in the future. Or, even better, I may have a relationship with somebody in Lifestyles Unlimited that was looking for that specific piece of information. So I have no problems listening to the answer, absorbing the information, and then turning around and sharing it with them. Because that's what it's all about. It is about these relationships. It is about the opportunity to share all of this wonderful information. And really, that's what EXPO is all about. That is totally what EXPO is all about. Now, I'll tell you this. There are a lot of other things that are going to happen this weekend. So I'll just share with you what they are. I mean, you might be thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll just get in my car and go down there. All right, well, come on down. Come on down. We will be glad to provide you a ticket and also provide you great information. When we come back from the break, more on EXPO. Stick around.
Warning. Listening to the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show will change your life. We will teach you how to create wealth and passive income so you can be financially free. And now, back to your host.
Welcome back to the show. You know, I'm really having a good time. I am having a wonderful time at EXPO because I have had an opportunity to see so many people that I have not had an opportunity to see for a very long time. Yeah, so if we go back to March of 2020, that's when the end began for us, right? Yeah, that's when the lockdown began. And of course, the government told us, hey, put on a mask, social distance, stay inside 2 weeks. We should be able to flatten the curve, and then we get back to normal. And, well, I know that we are where we are today, and it is what it is. Now, I'm not trying to mask shame anybody. I think that if you feel comfortable wearing a mask, if you feel that that helps to protect you, go for it. I don't have a problem with that. If you're one of the people that received your inoculations, that's cool. If you chose not to do that, I'm cool with that too. This is America. This is America. We get an opportunity to choose. Now, I will tell you, I'm going to protect myself. I may not wear a mask, but I've received all my inoculations. I feel pretty good about hanging out with other people. Yeah, I don't feel sick or anything like that. So the reason I bring that up is because I want you to know that information is going to fly around your brain on a daily basis, and it's going to come from all kinds of places. And some of the information that you hear, you won't agree with. Some of the information you hear, you will agree with. Some of the decisions that you will make in life are based on good belief systems. Some of those decisions are made based off of false belief systems. And I'm not telling you anything about COVID is a false belief. I believe that it is a very deadly disease. Don't get me wrong. COVID can kill you. It can absolutely kill you. But I'm also somebody that does not choose to live my life in fear. I am one of those people that can make a risk assessment and be happy with the decision that I've made. And I feel okay with my inoculations and not wearing a mask, hanging around 5,000 people. So, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, do not come down to the expo. Don't do that. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. That's not where I'm going. I'm just telling you that I at least feel that everything here is safe. The facility has done everything that they can do to, clean, to do all the hygienic things that need to be done to maintain the facility. We as an organization have done everything that we need to do to protect ourselves and to protect our guests. And we're okay with it. Now, ironically, I'm in this little soundproof booth and I'm broadcasting from here without anybody else in here. But through my little window, I see a sea of Lifestyles Unlimited members. And it's really, really cool. Because when you become a member and you have the opportunity to start meeting some of these people and you start realizing that you're going to meet people that have a very similar story to yours. And you'll have the ability to actually make a connection and make a friend. And that friend will have the same basic desires you have to get out of the current situation you're in and transition into something that you're going to call a lifestyle. And that lifestyle doesn't have to wait until you're 65 or 70 years of age. You can get to that place of working on your lifestyle in the next 5 years. That is one of our mission statements at Lifestyles Unlimited, to help our members achieve retirement in 5 years or less. Now, Del Walmsley, our founder and CEO, he used to say 7 years. Yeah, he used to say, we will help you achieve retirement in 7 years or less. So why did he change it? Because nobody was taking 7 years. Okay, a couple of people were taking 7 years, but most people were getting it done in 5 years just by following what we teach. So he said, okay, I guess I need to change that. So he did. Now, some people do need 7 years. Some people might need a little more time. Everybody comes at this from a different place in their life. They come with certain knowledge, certain experience, certain financial backing. And you have to balance all of that out. The education piece is the most important. I'm here to tell you that the education piece is so pivotal to your success. You cannot bypass it. Or you can't think, okay, I read a couple books, so I got it all. No, it doesn't work that way. You've got to immerse yourself into the education. You have to deal with the education one-on-one. Now, ironically, you don't have to sit for 4 years earning a Lifestyles Unlimited baccalaureate degree in investor basket weaving. I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny, but I couldn't. 16 hours. That's your time commitment. 16 hours. We'll get you up to speed. You can spend a weekend doing it. You can spend a couple hours midweek, 2 days a week, getting it. 16 hours. 16 hours will get you to what we call sophisticated investor status. Now, a sophisticated investor is merely somebody that understands how to invest. That's all it means. And we'll help you achieve that. We will show you what right looks like. And then we will turn you loose on the world and you will do good things. So after 16 hours, your education really doesn't end there. Because one of those things that we will do, and we've got these things kind of going on throughout the expo, are these little case studies. We call them case studies, and we offer them every month. And what case study is designed to do is to allow our members who have achieved successful results, which is pretty much all of them, to come back and present what they have done. Now, it's not a requirement of membership. You don't have to do that. But once you get into Lifestyles Unlimited and you understand how to correctly invest in real estate, and then you go out there and you do this yourself, you can't help but feel so darn pumped up that you want to share that with everybody. You want to tell everybody, hey, you know what? I have found something that works. Let me show you what I did. And that's kind of what case study is all about. It gives you an opportunity to see other members succeeding. And that's exactly what we want for you. We want you to succeed. We are a success-based organization. Yeah, everything is based on success. We don't teach you how to fail. We teach you how to succeed. There's a big difference. There are organizations out there that think the best way to educate you is to show you all the wrong ways to do stuff. And I'm here to tell you, that's dumb. I think that's dumb. I think the best way to learn is to see what success looks like and emulate that. And our entire program is designed to give you those opportunities and as many as you need. It's a game changer. When we come back from the break, I'm going to talk to you about taxes. Oh no, taxes? Yes, taxes.
Welcome back to the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show. It's time to turn up the volume and fine-tune your passive income plan so you can create the lifestyle you've always wanted.
Welcome back to the show. All right, so a lot of things going on this weekend at the Expo. If you have the opportunity to get down to the Irving Convention Center, even though we've already kicked this thing off, I think it's still worth your time and your money to be a part of what we do. I do. I absolutely think it is worth your time and your money to be a part of what we do. Now, some of the things that are going to happen tomorrow, we've got a couple of really big events. I'm just going to share them with you because I think they're that big that they require mentioning. So around this time tomorrow, we're going to do what we call our tax symposium. That's right, our tax symposium. What does that mean? Do we just have like Al standing up there talking about anything tax related, pretending to be a CPA or somebody that is properly educated on the tax system of America? Nope, that's not what's going to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to bring in actual CPAs that understand the taxing structure of single family and multifamily properties. And more importantly, these CPAs are also members of Lifestyles Unlimited. So they're actually what we call dual-hatted. So they're members of Lifestyles Unlimited, so we've actually taught these guys how to properly invest. Yeah, we taught those guys how to properly invest. Because one of the things they don't teach you at tax school is how to properly invest. No, they don't teach you the mechanics, actually going out there, finding, identifying the properties, doing all the things you need to do. They don't teach you that in tax school, CPA school. No, they teach you how to read and prepare balance sheets and income statements and things like that. That's what they teach you in tax school. So, ironically, these CPAs that happen to be a part of our vendor program quickly realize that they should become members too. And I know the guys that are going to be sitting on the panel. I'm not going to tell you their names because I don't want to embarrass them. But isn't it interesting to be able to go into a panel talking about real estate taxes and how you can shelter your tax liability and what can you do with your depreciation and how and when can you deduct membership and real estate education costs, and how can we actually make all this real estate investment stuff completely tax-free? And not only have people that understand all that stuff and the legal way to do all those things, but also have a perspective as a member. They understand exactly what you're doing as a member. Who is better qualified to advise you than another member that just happens to have a professional designation in that area? Well, that's what we do at Lifestyles Unlimited. We give you access to these people We don't just go, hey, I know Sean. He does taxes. I'm not going to tell anybody about Sean. No, that's not what we do. My buddy Bruce called me the other day and he goes, dude, I got a tax question. I'm like, here's Sean's number. He's like, you don't even know the question. I said, it doesn't matter. Sean knows the answer. I know Sean. And I also know Sean is a single family investor. And I don't think there's anybody better qualified than maybe Sean to tell you the answer, because he not only understands it, he lives it. That's what's important about this stuff. Now, there's another panel. This panel just excites me. It energizes me. And I'm technically not qualified to be a member of the panel, nor is the target audience really directed at me. The name of the panel? The Superwomen of Real Estate. That's right. The Superwomen of Real Estate. So what is going to happen in this panel? There's going to be no guys on stage. It's all women. And we're going to have 5 women who are Lifestyles Unlimited members who each took a very different path to passive income using the Lifestyles Unlimited roadmap. And what these women are going to talk about is how they have transitioned from the career world in which they often had to sacrifice time with their family to a world where they no longer have to choose between being a good mother, a sister, daughter, wife, and contributing to the family financially. That's right. These women have regained control of their lives, and they all have a completely different path, yet that path is rooted in what we teach you at Lifestyles Unlimited. My wife and Bruce's wife, Leanne, they're going to be at that panel because I want them to see that they don't have to rely on Bruce and I. No, they don't have to rely on us. Now they do because, we're kind of married to them. But the point is this. I want my wife to so immerse herself into this real estate business that she is absolutely comfortable with everything. Now, I got kind of a big ego, so I've been told. And I have a tendency to be the loud, large, and in charge guy because that's kind of what they teach you in the military. So I can see where my wife, whose primary role in our family has been taking care of the family because dad wasn't always there to take care of the family. But now that dad's back, now that dad is no longer a part of the military industrial complex, and dad has a real life again and has managed to retire himself, kind of caught up with my wife, and we're enjoying empty nester status. Okay, my kids still live with me, but they come and go as they please, so we're really empty nesters. And I want my wife to have the complete and utmost confidence in everything that we are doing with real estate related investing. Because the odds are this, I'm going to pass away before she does. Not only am I older than her, because I am, men have a tendency to die at a younger age than women do. So as part of our strategic plan, we need to make sure that my wife is comfortable doing all of the things necessary in our business model should I check out of the world. And I think the Superwomen of Real Estate panel is just the perfect place for her to go. Because I will tell you, real estate is, for the most part, it's a man-dominated field. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that do real estate, but there's a lot of gals that do real estate too. And I will tell you, some of these gals that I have met, some of these gals that I have developed friendships with and relationships with, professional, of course, they're pretty amazing people. So without giving too much away, you're going to hear women that are changing their life one house at a time. You're going to hear women that are changing their lives one multifamily apartment community at a time. You're going to hear women that are changing their lives one passive investment at a time. You're going to hear women that are changing their lives as a lead investor and one lead investment at a time. And the one common thread all of these women have is the same membership in an organization that provided them the same comprehensive education, provided the roadmap to success. And all they had to do was customize that roadmap to get to where they're currently at. It's a great place. Now, some of these women are real estate retired. Some of them may not be, but that's okay. Some of these women are way beyond real estate retired. They've got such a great lifestyle now that they could have never imagined 5 or 10 years ago. Yet they have it now. And they will share all the information about how they were able to achieve the results that they've achieved. That is powerful information. So we've got a lot going on at the Expo. As a matter of fact, it looks like I've got about a minute left to spend with you. I want to tell you about one very special event. Actually, I don't even have a minute because I'm hearing the drums in the background. Okay, here's what you need to do. Come down to the expo hall, find me. I'll be hanging out in the radio lounge. Come see me, shake my hand. I'd love to meet you. And if you're not able to make it to expo, go to lifestylesunlimitedworkshop.com and get signed up.
The Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show is for entertainment purposes only. Please consult a professional regarding your personal investment needs. Nothing presented on the Lifestyles Unlimited Real Estate Investor Radio Show constitutes an endorsement, recommendation, offer, or solicitation to buy or sell any product or security.